Good morning. No, wait. Good afternoon because right now I think it's 5:20. So hi guys, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So today I'm back and ready to do more. Right now I'm watching the camera even if it's really weird because when you're talking you're usually talking with to somebody else and you're watching who you're talking to. But now it's different because you don't have anybody, so you're just recording and you only have a camera. So I put like one of these on the top of my lens right now, and this is exactly what I'm looking at, not my lens because oh no, I just feel uncomfortable watching it because I do know it's not a human being and I just can get my mind out of it. So right now I'm just looking at one of these that I put on top of my lens now. And hopefully, like me watching the camera will be much more better. But I know that I'll be, watching around like this time to time. But I'm gonna try. But I will try not to do it too much though. So I'm just gonna stay calm. I'm just gonna stay calm. I said it again. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stay calm, stress free, watch the camera and talk about what I want to talk about. See, right now I'm not stressing, I'm not talking fast, but it's just my grandma and my little cousin playing in the background. So yeah, she'll be talking a lot. I'm sorry about this again. So the subject that I brought today is balancing school, work, and social life. So mainly I'm going to be talking about my school, work right now, and my life. So right now school is pretty great. I'm not taking any classes at the moment, but I plan on taking classes for the summer. So for the summer I'm taking around like 15 credits. And I know it's a lot, but I've managed a way that I can, take my credits. So I'm not going to take everything in session one. So my school, the way that my college playing my classes or classes around is they have different session and you can enroll to a class in different section. For example, if you want to take 3 class but you're going to be busy from I don't know, from a specific week or for like 2 or 3 weeks, and you're not gonna give as much as attention to a specific class, so you will not obligated to take the class in session one. So you can take the class later in session two, or you take like the class way much more later in session four. So there is like some way that you can use in order to manage your classes, manage your schedule, and still have around, not around, but alive, besides you coming to class and do stuff. That's one of the reasons why I really like community college, because I have time to do my stuff and also, get my prerequisite ready to apply to med school. That I'm not gonna like go straight and apply to med school. I'm gonna, finish my AA and then transfer to a regular college and then, apply to med school from there. But not from the community college that I'm talking about. So I'm taking around 50 or maybe 12 credits, and I know how I'm gonna manage it, but it's really expensive, hella expensive. So right now they still are making me pay out-state tuition fee, knowing that I've been in the state for more than 2 years. I have a driver license and I have everything in the state, but they still are making me paying out of state because of my status, they said. But I know one day this will be over. So right now I'm paying more than 3,000 for this semester, like the upcoming semester. So that's just like an idea of how much I do pay when it comes to my classes. But as I'm talking to you right now, from the first day that I got there till now, I'll say like the whole total is not more than 50,000, which is something that I'm pretty glad for. And I know it would have been like 50,000 and more than 50,000 if I went to like a regular college or a college out of state. So I'm grateful for that, but I'm trying to get my way around it and not pay out of state tuition and find a way to pay in-state tuition. But I actually need to work on my status and get this fixed before they gave me in-state tuition. So let's go back to my classes. So I'm not currently taking any classes. I wanted to take the semester off because I had a lot of stuff going on and I was not feeling it mentally and emotionally. And I don't have any car right now, so it would have been really hard for me, to go back campus and hospital and home and do it all over again in the bus. So I'm pretty grateful with the decision that I made before the semester started that I'm not gonna take any class and I'm just gonna take this semester as a break, work my butt off to get a new car, and then do other stuff that I plan on doing, but I'm not gonna tell you guys anything about right now because this is not the purpose of the videos. So that's pretty much it. I plan on coming back to the college for the summer, and they already know about it. I already scheduled my classes and stuff. So the only thing that I have to do honestly is pay and then go to class. So the way that I pay my tuition is pretty simple, and I also wanted to talk about it. So obviously I do not give them like the full 3,000, for example. I'm not saying that I'm paying 2,000 right now. I already told you that it's more than 2,000, but I usually do not give them like the full amount because sometimes I have it, but sometimes I do not have it. So the way that I do it is I set up a tuition payment plan. So you pay like $35 and they're gonna enroll you to a specific plan that they have. Like you might pay the whole balance in 3, I'll say, session or in 4 session. But it's based on, first of all, when you enroll, second of all, and how much your balance is. So they will, give you different session or different time that you can pay like a portion of it, and then eventually you'll pay the whole thing. So that's the way that I pay my tuition right now. So I didn't set up my plan yet for the semester, and I know I should have done that, but right now I'm generally not doing this because I'll have to wait for my mom because it's something that we did together before the semester start. And I'll tell you guys or give you an estimate of like how much I'm gonna give them session by session, or like say month by month until I pay the full amount. And thanks God I have my mom because she's helping me a lot with my tuition and stuff. So this will help me get my AA, get to regular college, and get a scholarship of course, and graduate on the grad debt free. So it's like less debt already. So that's it when it comes to my school. When it comes to work, and everybody knows that I work at a hospital right now, and I've said it times and times again that I'm a medical scribe and I work with different providers, but like the main thing that I do is wound care and rehab. So wound care, like in a week I'll do more than 25 hours of wound care, and then rehab I'll do 10 hours. So it's like 35 hours in a good week, but sometimes it go up to 40 hours. So it's sometimes, most of the time, so it go up, I'll say to 40 hours most of the time. So work is pretty heavy, wound care is heavy, rehab is not as heavy, but I'll say they are heavy. Each of them are heavy, but the heaviness is different from each other. Like for rehab, for example, I will have less than 10 patients, like no more than 6 patients on each clinic day, right? So sometimes I'll have 2 patients, sometimes I'll have 4 patients, but the way that the consult and the visits are made is totally different from what they do in wound care. For example, in rehab, you will go with the provider, talk to the patient, see the patient, and you might have spent like 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes talking to the patient alone, which does take a good amount of energy. So I will just train you if it is something that you're genuinely not interested into. I'm not gonna lie, and I think I already said it on this channel that I'm not interested into anything that involves spending 1 hour to a patient like this, because I just do not see myself doing it for a living. I like patients, I like talking to people, I like getting to know people's story, but spending 1 hour and 30 minutes and talking to somebody is, I'm not ready to do that. I know sometimes you will end up doing this because you generally do not know the person and you're not gonna cut them open without having enough history and enough background, but yeah, this will be an exception, like for in the specialty that I'm currently considering, but it's not going to be the norm. As I need, like each patient that I will see, I will at least spend 1 hour talking to them, because this is something that I generally cannot do. I'm not that social. I'm social but not that social. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'll say my pediatric rehab shift are really exhausted, because a lot of talking, and I also like stay up, like I stand up for like all the visit. So if I go to the room with the provider and the provider ended up talking to 1 hour and 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, I already had like visit which lasted like 2 hours. So if he ended up talking to the patient like for 2 hours, I will stand for the 2 hours and writing down every single thing that they talk about. So that's one of the reasons why it's really emotionally and physically demanding. And after those shifts, I'm just strained. But I still have to take the bus and go home because right now I do not have a car. But wound care is totally different, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. So first of all, surgeons do it. So the wound care center that I'm currently working on. So it's a general surgeon, it's a plastic surgeon, and some nurses, and also appearing, they even call them nurse practitioners. So like those kind of providers are currently running the wound care center where I currently work at, and I like it a lot because the staff is pretty cool. It's like a good family vibe. So you still have talk sometimes, but it's like we're really open. They talk to each other. It's not like, hey, you know what, you can go and talk to this person because this person is really mean. So it's not this kind of environment at all. So it's pretty open. I think like everybody will enjoy working with those people because they genuinely like what they're doing, and you can see how invested they are in what they're doing every day and with patient care in general, because people just like them. People will keep coming back and bringing them stuff because they generally like the experience at the wound care center, and they will recommend family, friends, people they do not know, just talking to the wound care center because they just know that those people are that great and they are doing a really good job. So I work there most of the time, thanks God, and I get to see those people, crack jokes and learn about each other every single day, which is a pretty good environment that I like a lot, and you guys can already tell by the way that I'm talking about it. So I'll say this clinic should have been like the heaviest clinic, but it's really not. Like on heavy days I'll see up like not no more than 60 patients, but on that heavy day I'll see around like 25 patients, 30 patients. So it's pretty chill. And I get to know a lot. I get to see abscess being drained, and I've already seen a serum drain, a lot of fluid coming out from a patient, and I've seen like different cases of invasive carcinoma, and I've also seen granuloma mastitis or something like this. But like really interesting cases, and the way that my providers that I currently work at the center is if you are interested, they will go and they will teach you. They will tell you the basic anatomy. They will tell you about the physiology, like how this and this are they are together and created like this final result, which is a pathology or the one that they are trying to treat or manage. So it's really a good environment for people who like to learn and people who are genuinely interested into surgery and also into wound care, which is one of the reasons why I'm like, what, surgery is it. Even if right now I'm like, I might probably be biased, but I like surgery. I like the idea of, what, you come to me, you tell me about your problem, and then I can go fix it, and then after 2 or 3 days you feel better and you can go on about your life. I like this idea, and I like to see progress fast, which is probably not one of my greatest quality, but I like to see the work that I'm currently doing is impacting people's lives, and I'm just giving them like better quality of life. So I liked it a lot. So that's why right now I'm like, yeah, I know surgery, but I don't know what kind of like surgeon that I want to be, but I still know that I want to be a surgeon. So that's why it takes a lot of studying, a lot of reading, and that's what I'm currently doing at the moment. So I think it's way too much when it comes to work. So right now I'm gonna switch to life. My life right now is stable. Currently talking to somebody. It's been 1 month and exactly 1 week as well since we started talking together. So it's going pretty fine. Getting to know the human being, and I really like it. And yeah, I talk to my friends sometimes. I go on campus and hang out with them like for 20 minutes and then go and wait for the bus. But other than that, I wish that I could have spent more time talking to them and getting to know what they're doing, what they're up to. But right now, I don't have a car, and waiting for the bus is hell. But sometimes I do go on Mondays when I go at the food pantry and get some stuff. I just talk to them, catch up a little bit and see what they're up to, and sometimes I do tell them about what I'm up to. And it's also like a really good time to reconnect with people that I was really close to. I'll say 3 months, or maybe not 3 months, I'll say 7 months from now. We're really close, like seeing each other almost every day, Saturday and Sundays included. But other than that, we'll see each other every single day. So that's why I really like them. And I also like come anytime that I can to support them. But I wish I had a car right now so that I can stay a little longer. But right now I do not. But I still try to go there and talk to them and say what's up when I have the time. And they know that I'm busy and they know that I'm doing a lot and they understand it as well. So it's nothing. So when it comes to life, I think I'm stable right now. I'm way much more aware of my emotions and the way that I'm feeling, and I communicate my emotions and my feelings and thoughts to other people as well. And it did help me a lot instead of me trying, to hide them or to not talk about them, bury them. So talking about them was really helpful. This YouTube channel also helped me a lot to, kind of reconnect or just reflect on stuff that I go to, and also my feelings a little bit, even if I do not like make it always about my feelings. So I try to talk about something and also improve the way that I talk about stuff as well in live or maybe recording. So I wrote down 5 things, but I generally do not know what they are, so I'm gonna read them one by one and tell you guys what I think about them. So the first one is have a template for your day. So have a template for your day. I think it's me saying that kind of know ahead or have an idea of how your day might be. You can't exactly know every single thing that you're gonna do in one day because you'll have not insert this, but you will have stuff that you did not plan that you will have to react with. So it's now impossible for you to totally know every single thing that you're gonna do in one day. I'm not gonna say it's like totally impossible. It's hard. I'm taking out the impossible, so it's hard for you to know exactly what you're gonna do in the day because you have stuff that you're gonna plan that you will have to deal with. But having a template, like a basic idea, or maybe some kind of idea of how you want to make your day or how your day might be, it's helpful because when you get distracted and you take a step back and you realize that you're distracted, so it's pretty easy for you to take a step back and analyze what you have to do and then take out the distraction and make the day a way that you want to make it or the way that you were thinking about it. So that's why having a basic idea or a template for there is kind of like a good thing. The second thing that I wrote down was set your priorities. Priorities are really important, so don't say stuff and then forget about it because you'll be saying stuff and every single thing that you're gonna say after are gonna be different. So you'll have good idea that you'll last for a certain time or just possibilities that will never be the same anymore. And writing them down, like thoughts, a big idea, big project, big goals, short goals and short projects, it's also a really good thing. It's help you to keep what you have to do in mind and look out for any possible resources, or I'll say after that, what's like the best word to describe it, possibilities that might come your way. So yeah, write them down and make sure that you always know what they're about and what you want to do about them. And just look out for possibilities, working harder to achieve them. And yeah, sometimes it's hard. Like this YouTube channel that I'm doing right now, I've just got back home, like I'll say 30 or maybe 45 minutes, and now I'm recording. So this is not something that I genuinely want to do, like recording and talk to people. Because first of all, I'm not talking to somebody right now that can give me feedbacks in real time, so it's really hard for me to do. But I'm still doing it because I want to improve the way that I say stuff, the way that I communicate to people, and the way that I organize my thought as well, because English is my first language and I'm still learning and I'm still improving. So this YouTube thing, even though it's not the thing that I want to do, but I still do it because I know it's one of my goals and also one of my priorities, even if right now I do not feel like it. So I'm gonna stick to the plan because I have a plan and I'm following the plan even if I like it or not. So setting priorities is really important. Think about it, or just do it. The third thing that I wrote down was make your plan and stick to it. So I briefly talked about it before, but having a plan is really important. I used to make a lot of plans before, but I've never stick to any of them because for me, I tend to over plan and it's really hard to keep up when you are over planning stuff, because it's just like I got to get this done, I got to get this done, or I need to get this, I need to do this, I need to do that. So with bad management, or I'll say bad process, so we just ended up you just ended up making yourself feel overwhelmed and not doing anything and procrastinate, because every time that you have to go back and do the work, you will be tired and overwhelmed because you'll have like a lot of stuff to get done. So you're just like getting little stuff and little stuff done, but because you're overplaying and you have a bunch of tasks, so you'll see that you're not doing any progress. So that's one of the reasons why I did not stick to my plan before. But right now I tend to do less, but I still overplan sometimes. But I tend to do less and try to set my priorities up and not try to go for all my priorities in one day, but choose one priority and also subdivide it into different parts and go for them. That's helped me when I really stick to the plan. I'm not gonna lie, have a time when I do not stick to the plan and I'll just go to bed because I'm way too tired. But usually sometimes I go back and I make sure that I know what I need to do, and anytime that I have like a free time or a time that I think that it's a free time, so I'll just go back to this thing that I was supposed to be doing weeks before and get it done. So yeah, making a plan and stick to it, it's really important. If you can stick to it, it's gonna hurt you, it's hard, but yeah, it's worth it. It will be worth it. Take break to recharge yourself. Take break to recharge yourself is something that I'm doing right now, and I talked to you guys about it yesterday. So recharging is not something that I used to do. I did not even see the use because I thought I was wasting my time. So I'm one of those people, like, if I'm taking a break right now and I'm genuinely enjoying myself, I'll be damn, I could have been studying right now. So recharging myself, it's hard to do. But like I talked to you about before, I'm currently talking to somebody right now, and this somebody makes it really easy for me to recharge myself, because anytime that I talk to this somebody, I just stop thinking about every single thing that I have to do, and I just talk and I just fell in love and all the stuff. So yeah, it's like every time that I talk to this somebody, so it just makes stuff feel much more better, and I can take a break from every single thing that I'm thinking about. But sometimes I will overthink, and this somebody will tell me, you know what, just stop doing it, and I'll stop doing it, which is pretty weird, right? But I'll stop doing it. So I think it's the power of love and everything else in between. The fifth thing that I wrote down is take time to reflect on past events and analyze previous mistakes and experiences. There is something that I started doing late 2023, I'll say probably around November, October or something, like reflecting to stuff, because I've been through different trauma. And like reflecting for me, it was kind of like a sign of weakness, because it just reminded me over and over again like stuff or possibilities that I could have taken, but I did not. But right now it's totally different, so I'm doing it in a totally different and on my old goals. So I do reflect right now, but not all the time. But I wish I've done it with much more earlier, because it could have helped me to improve who I am as a person, and also redirect me sometimes when I get lost or get distracted. So reflecting can be a pretty useful thing if you know when to do it, how to do it, and for how much to do it. Because if you spend way too much time reflecting, I think that it can hold you down, because you will just feel overwhelmed or feel by this feeling of resentment, or you telling yourself how bad you are and what you could have done, and then not focusing on what you can do right now to correct what you've done wrong, or to just be better or be a better human being. So that's pretty much it. So that was the thing that I wanted to talk about today, guys, and I already have tomorrow template. I'll organize everything, I think, in Sunday or Saturday, I don't know. So I already have like all of my outline for each videos, so it helped me a lot, and I stopped procrastinating and I actually come home and do what I have to do, which is recording. And yeah, I like it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video. So I hope that you guys like this one. And then thank you for those 11 people, because last time that I checked, it was 11 people who watched my video yesterday, and then 2 or maybe 3 people gave me a comment, no, liked it. So thank you for those people. Thank you for watching every day. Thank you for following, and also thank you for liking this video, because I already know that you guys are gonna like it either way. So thank you for everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday, not Saturday, because we are Thursday today. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video. Bye.